Flatiron, hello, and what are you going to be making tonight?
I'm going to be making my famous Flatiron steak with red potatoes and onions and a salad.
Cool. And what do you like about the Flatiron steak?
It's easy to make, it's fast, it's thin, so it cooks real fast. Not very expensive at all, and I tenderize it to a ne'er-do-well.
Okay, and we're going to see that, huh?
Yes. Now this is a Flatiron steak. It's like a skirt steak, and I marinated it with oil and just anything you like, seasoning, barbecue sauce, all kinds of different things. And I just let it sit overnight in the marinade, but then just to make sure that it's really tender, I do this. It works real good.
Wow.
That'll tenderize it. I'm going to do the other side. Breaking down all the tissue there. Ooh. That does it. Yep, nice and thin. Okay, now I'm going to put it on the fire with my UGG glove. Get it nice and hot.
How hot would you say it has to be?
Sizzling.
Okay.
I'll test it with an onion. First I'll put a little oil in there, just season the pan. Make sure it doesn't stick. Then I got my potatoes. I can put them off to the side. They'll cook slower. I just wrap a red potato with some onions and oil and seasoning. And
So you got onions just in there in the foil with them. And what kind of oil?
Just olive oil.
What kind of seasoning?
Just seasoned salt.
What do you put into that marinade?
Well, there's a balsamic vinaigrette. I usually use some barbecue sauce, just regular barbecue sauce. And first I season it with seasoned salt and paprika, smoked paprika, and pepper. And then I put a little teriyaki in this one. I just let it sit overnight. I figured I'd give it a test to see how hot it is. When the onion starts sizzling, like you hear that?
Yeah?
Sizzle. Then usually it's getting there. So the pan gets pretty hot. Well, potatoes, they just kind of cook slow. You can kind of move them to the side so it doesn't get quite as much. The onions are doing good. Hear that?
Yeah.
Trickle, trickle. Okay, pan's getting it. We're going to put it on. There it goes.
And I noticed there's ridges in that fry pan. What's that for?
To give you rig parts. It also keeps the fat away. Huh? Won't take too awful long.
Still got that first side.
Yeah.
Haven't flipped it yet.
Nope. It's going to take about 5 minutes.
5 minutes on each side. You're not going to flip it to seal in the juices?
Oh, I could.
How do you like having a camera person that tries to tell you how to cook?
Let's see. See if I can catch this. Our dogs were here. They'd be happy. There. Lift it.
Oh, and you can see the little ridges. Cool. Very nice. Because we're not really cooking it low and slow, huh?
Well, this isn't about low and slow.
Right.
This is relatively thin. I'd say it's an inch thick. Oh yeah.
So what do you think?
Oh, it's got more to go.
Let me just see it. I see. Okay.
It needs a few more minutes. I'm going to flip it. Give it a little more on the other side. It's getting there.
So that's a meal for today and a meal for tomorrow too, huh?
At least.
If you like to camp, I do recommend San Clemente State Beach. It's a beautiful park.
This is one of the parts where you have to be particularly careful. Where a stone table is worth having. There we go. I usually use a seasoned salt, regular salt, pepper, and just some barbecue sauce. And I like this Weber Smoky Mesquite. I'm not Sandra Lee, but this is just a campground, so I'm going to have some
This is your cocktail time.
Aragon ale in a plastic beer mug. And it'll go just fine. Questions, you can send me an email at oasispoolterriers@gmail.com.